This is the Centre for New Zealand Studies in The Hague. Here lie the relics and artefacts, all that remain of a once mighty nation. But how much do we really know about New Zealand, other than it being the primary film location for the Lord of the Rings trilogy? In this series, we'll be exploring the epic story of an entire country, from the first settlers to the tragic events of March the 3rd. This is the complete history of New Zealand. Auckland, the Windy City, the Paris of the South. For over 200 years, Auckland was held to be one of the great wonders of the world. And yet, some regarded this land with envious eyes, and slowly and surely, they drew their plans against it. Auckland was a city born from blood. In ancient times, this area was called Mordor, the city named after a mighty battle against orcs, literally, an orc land. Over the years, New Zealand had been under threat from other invaders, the brush-tailed possum, the common gorse, the legendary Australian underground bowler, Mothra. But the most brutal attack came by sea in 1985. July 10th, while everyday Aucklandians spent their day listening to Margaret Ehrlich, celebrating 15 years of television and floating their dollar, silent death crept into Auckland Harbour. Silent, colourful death. The Rainbow Warrior. No one knew where this terrible ship had come from. Some said the depths of hell itself, others said Vancouver. But as the trawler of death headed straight for Marsden Wharf, it looked like there could be no hope. Prime Minister Helen Clark knew what to do, immediately making her way to Customs Street East, where she bravely offered an unconditional surrender. But still, the boat did not stop. Nothing more could be done. Suddenly, and out of nowhere, the French came to New Zealand's rescue. Armed with only a handful of security officers and 2 limpet mines, they saved Auckland and sent the Rainbow Warrior to a watery grave. The people cheered, New Zealand was safe, and Margaret Ehrlich wrote a song in celebration. Entitled Human Race, it was eventually released in 1992. In an unrelated incident, 2 of the officers later pleaded guilty to manslaughter in the Auckland District Court. Sadly, there were no French security around to help years later during the tragic events of March the 3rd. But that's another story.